Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro everyday, and today let's talk about the uncommon scalars. Talked about the common ones before: bust, green joker, red card. Now the uncommon ones: spare trousers. If we compare the pants to the bust, pants give you +2 molt per hand compared to the bust giving you +1 molt per hand. You do have to, do a little bit of work here. You have to play a hand containing 2 pairs, so that could be 2 pair, full house, flush house, some flushes containing 2 pair also. But, generally speaking, it's 2 molt per hand instead of 1 molt per hand. We know that, additional hands cost us additional money, $1 per hand each round. So you could think of this as kind of like 2 molt per dollar, basically. If we compare that to, let's say the ceremonial dagger, Dagger gives you molt equal to double the sell value of the thing. So you buy a joker and basically it adds the full value of that joker to the dagger. So you buy $4 joker, he gets +4 molt, $6 joker gets +6 molt, okay? So the dagger, I think, kind of the minimum that you get is probably +4 per round. When you buy a, a common joker, $4 joker, $5 joker also gives you +4. So like that's kind of like the floor. Whereas like the pants here, sometimes later on when each hand is scoring too many points, then you're not able to play more than 1 2 pair, or not be able to play more than 1 full house in a round. So like comparing the two of these, I think the dagger is nice in that you can always force this to grow, and you can grow this by more at one time using like an $8 sacrifice, $6 sacrifice compared to the pants here. I think the difference between these mainly is, so I think the balance between these as far as like the scaling rate is fine. I think the scaling rate is correct. The main difference with the dagger is you have to have an empty joker slot, which for most of the run is not an issue, but then once you get to later on, then what I would suggest is don't worry about growing this. Once you get this up to like +50 or +60, that's like as good as it's gonna get. You do get diminishing returns in terms of like you're thinking of it as each round, the +4 or +6 that I get, how much is that as a percentage of what I'm currently doing, right? We want to think of, what is our growth rate? Are we growing by, at least 20% each round to keep up with the increasing blind requirements? So I'm gonna take the dagger here. I could be thinking about, picking up something like this, just any joker that I want to throw away right now, or I could pick it up as like, before we grow the dagger, we want to have some scoring online first and then grow the dagger second. I could be thinking about something like this, picking up the delayed gratification, giving me money to buy jokers. In general, a lot of the common jokers, they're not very powerful because they're common jokers, right? But they do serve a very specific purpose of, getting the common jokers early helps you survive until you're able to get more resources. The money generators as commons are especially powerful in my opinion. They almost always pay for themselves after just 1 or 2 rounds. And then, once you've got them locked in, then they give you a huge amount of value after that. So I'm going to take the gratification here. We're not going to sacrifice it to the dagger so that we can make sure we are generating enough money that we can buy sacrifices in the future. Alright, so let's try. I want to try to win without discards, right? So I have 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing a 5 if I want to go for a straight. I could go for a flush without too much difficulty. We're playing on the blue deck, so we do have extra hands here. Let's go for a straight. I guess I could try to draw the 5 like this. Trying to draw the 5 is the same as trying to draw a full house when you have 2 pair, right? There's only 4 possible draws. So I think I'd rather do something like this. So we can go for either the hearts flush, even though we only have 2 hearts, we can go for more hearts, and then also go for the, maybe a high straight. It is also possible from this position. All right, so now we're just missing a 9. Of course, we, just used a 9. Or we can go for hearts here. Let's go for hearts. One more time looking for hearts. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna keep the 6s here, I guess. All right, so we are in the position of needing an additional hand here. If we play 2 pair, is 2 pair going to be enough? Let's see here, we've got, this is 36 plus here, that's gonna be more than, we get 2 times, that's gonna be 100 points. So we used 5 hands. Normally that round takes 2 hands if you don't have any kind of scoring jokers. So we used 3 extra hands and we got $6. So in total, we got net $3, right? We spent $3 and we gained $6. So it worked out. Ooh, I do see we have these spectral packs. Normally what you want to be doing is picking up one of these 2 things here so that we can get, some kind of scoring. The thing that's awkward about, not having any scoring right now is I want to try to win without discards. And you can discard and find a good hand and then just win that way, but without discards, then it's going to be hard to find 2 hands to beat this boss. It's going to be hard to find 2 600-point hands. Like there we had trouble finding, just the 450 points. So maybe it's probably safest to pick up the Glutinous Joker here. I think it's also reasonable to pick up Card Sharp and just sacrifice it to the Dagger immediately. Generally what I suggest, of course, is, get your resources online first, get your money online first, and then start making sacrifices in the future. I think also then, I don't know, maybe what you want to do is get your early scoring online first. So get your first scoring joker, then start saving up money, start building up money towards interest. But I want to try these spectral packs. We got Jumbo and Mega. Let's see here, 6 and 8. I can't afford both. So let's go Mega first. All right, we can make a polychrome, blue seal, red seal. All of these are exciting. I guess what we could do this King of Spades. I can make it either a red seal or a blue seal and then make copies with cryptid. Like that seems kind of cool. So do we want to make red seal or blue seal? Between the 2 of those, I think I'd rather have, it's close, right? Let's go blue seal here and then make a copy. So if I want this Jumbo Spectral here, I would have to sell gratification, and I think that's not something that I'm willing to do. We do have money for the Glutinous Joker here, so I think I will, like I said, pick it up, and then that way we have, our early scoring satisfied here. Now I'm just looking for clubs. There are my kings. That's unfortunate. And then we get the clubs. So I would say there we used 2 extra hands. We spent $2 extra, but we got $6 from the gratification. Okay. Seltzer is pretty good with the Glutinous Joker. You can hang on to it short term, though it's pretty bad with gratification if we're playing extra hands here. I think, with the Glutinous Joker, we don't need to level up the Ceremonial Dagger yet. And so this is kind of generally what I suggest for the scalers is don't scale it yet. Don't invest in it yet. You want to, when you pick it up, if you pick it up in Ante 1 or Ante 2, very very you want to make sure that you have your economy online first before you start investing, throwing away hands. That really only applies in specifically Ante 1, right? When you don't have your interest, but by the time you get to midway through ante 2, you already have $25 in the bank, and then it's fine. But yeah, for now, we want to hold off on, not sacrificing anything to the dagger yet, just like any other scaler. Maybe the one difference is the pants. Of course, the pants, you get the +2 from playing just one hand every round, and you don't have to worry about playing extra hands. So I think, of all of the scalers, I think the pants is the best. We'll see. Let's go next. Saving our money for interest. Trying to find our clubs here. And if we do find the clubs, then we're fine. Okay, we do have the king of spades here with the blue seal. We could go for the blue seal to go with the clubs. It is risky though. So the risk is if we don't draw the clubs, then we have to use our discards, and it costs us $6 from the gratification. Is a blue seal, or sorry, is a Jupiter card worth $6? Probably worth $6. That's the worst case scenario if we don't draw the clubs. Now, I'm not going to hold on to 2 of these, but I will hold on to 1 of these. All we need is 1 more clubs, 3 draws here. Not very good chances of us hitting it, but we did hit it, so I'm, not going to complain about that. And then, like I said, if we didn't get it, we just use our discards, and it's the same as spending $6 to get a Jupiter card, which I think is worth it. Okay, but now... Okay, we can pick up a hiker here, another scaling joker. So we've got, the dagger giving us scaling mult. We've got the hiker giving us scaling chips. I think with the leveled up flush, we already have enough points to win like the next 2 rounds. So I can keep holding my money for interest. I would like to buy the overstock voucher in the next shop. Let's find those clubs again. Could play the 2 pair, but keep going for the clubs. We get the clubs, we also get the blue seal. Is it worth it to throw away 2 hands to draw 4 cards? Get a chance at the blue seal again? I think it's better to just play these. And then that will also beat the boss. Alright, now what? So we could take again here, another opportunity for a scaling chips to go with our scaling mult. Pick up the castle here. We would have to get rid of the gratification. I think I'd rather keep the gratification for the money. We could level up 2 pair here. We could pick up Uranus. I think what I want to do, I said I want the overstock voucher. And we could pick up the trading card here. So like between the 2 of these, between gratification and trading card, I think, trading card is just better. So maybe what we do, maybe gratification is out. Maybe gratification is a sacrifice now. And then we pick up the trading card. Now, if we're losing gratification here, do we want to pick up castle as well? We're using 1 discard for the trading card, but then we can discard, use the rest of our discards. We could do that. And then go next. So it looks like we're trying to level up flushes here. We can sort by suit. Alright, we get rewarded for discarding spades, but I don't want to accidentally discard my king of spades. So let's discard this on the right here. There's a 5 of spades. So let's discard all of these now. Alright. Okay, we got a 2 of hearts here. I need to find my clubs, right? I guess I don't need to find my clubs. This gives me +4 and we got +15 chips from the castle. but I'd like to try to find some clubs. So maybe I'll play like this. So that's a jack of diamonds. Okay, we've got, this is definitely clubs here, if this is a 3 of hearts here. So maybe this, if I sort by rank. Okay, this is a high card, this is an ace, which means this is the ace of diamonds we can throw away. And now I've got the clubs and we've got the blue seals. Perfect. All right, next round we only need 2,000 here. So, okay, we've got a little bit of money, but not necessarily a lot of money. I want to prioritize booster packs first, so open the Arcana pack first. All right, we've got Fool for another Jupiter card is particularly powerful. We could also take $20 here. I think I'm going to take the 20 bucks. All right, now we've got money we can invest in our Dagger. And so this is kind of like the same as other kind of scaling jokers where I said, you know, wait until you have money in the bank before you start investing in like the bus or the green joker, for example. Like, don't waste your early hands. And part of the reason for that is like the way that the scaling jokers work is it's kind of, you're hedging your bets. You're betting on not finding a replacement later on in the run, right? Because, you know, a lot of times with the common scalers, because they are common jokers, because they're not very powerful jokers, they are replaceable later on in the run. Like, every common gets replaced if you actually find something to replace it with, if you find something that's actually good enough. And, you know, for the commons, it's like pretty easy to find something better. So, you know, with the scalers, what you're counting on is, if I don't find something better, I will want to have had to, I will want to have invested in the past, right? You know, the runner, for example, you get the runner up to like 200, 300 chips or whatever. That's, you know, gives me security against not finding X-Molt in the future. I can just use my plus 300 chips from my runner instead of getting X-Molt, for example. But, you know, because I think so often your jokers will be replaced in the future, you know, by some like future X-Molt or something like that. You know, if you invest too much in them, then you're kind of handicapping yourself, right? You're kind of, you know, if I invest a bunch of money in the Dagger, then I end up selling it later. I end up replacing it later, and I lose all that value that I invested in it. That's like one way to think about it. Another way to think about it is like, it was good in the middle of the run. It was good while it was good, and then it's okay that you sell it later because it allowed you to survive earlier, you know? So like here, Droll Joker, for example, you know, very powerful in Ante 1 and Ante 2, less so in Ante 3 and Ante 4. You know, it's probably good for about a quarter of your run. All right, as far as like, you know, investing and like growing the Dagger, we could pick this up for $4 here and then it would grow by $4, or we can kind of like, you know, re-roll and then try to get something higher. But like, let's say you re-roll and you get a $6 Joker, then you get a +6 on your Dagger, but you have to spend extra money to re-roll. We have the money to re-roll anyway, so we might want to re-roll anyway. Let's open the standard pack. Standard pack gives me a purple seal. We love to see it, so let's pick up the purple seal here. We will take the Droll Joker, and then we can, you know, sacrifice it to the Dagger here. And I'm gonna save my money for booster packs in the next shop. And also, if I'm gonna be buying a Joker guaranteed, then I wanna have a little bit more than just $25. A little bit extra in the bank. All right, so Castle's on diamonds, so we can discard a 6 of diamonds here. Now, I have these extra spades because of the kings of spades here. And I have this extra 5 of clubs. So I think generally what I want to do is I want to remove diamonds and remove hearts. That's the plan. All right, because we have +8 on the Dagger here, +18 on the Castle, we have the leveled up flushes. We don't actually need clubs. We can go for spades instead. I believe. So let's try that. We get the king here. Let's try again for the other king. There is some consideration for if I want to level up the castle more, I can play a hand to throw away cards and then discard after playing the hand. We get the Swashbuckler. So another, potential sacrifice here. We get World and Death. Both of these are great for this plan of like, maybe we make extra spades in the deck. What about a Celestial Pack? Celestial Pack gives us, I think, I'll take Earth for full houses and 4 of a kind. I'm going to take both of those because I have the Death card, I have the extra kings in the deck. What I would like to do most is turn this 5 into spades and then make another copy of the purple seal, though making another copy of the king would not be the end of the world. We could try the standard pack for something better. I guess not. Now, let's see here. Do we want the Swashbuckler we can sacrifice to the Dagger? Sure. We do need to do some rearrangement here. There we go. Maybe like that. Let's go next. Alright, so Castle says discard spades, which I don't have to. Let's continue, like I said, removing the diamonds first. We do have the king if I want to make a copy of it. I will discard spades. So now, plus 12 on the dagger. So we've only grown the dagger for 3 rounds here, and for 3 rounds it's got plus 4. So now very large dagger already. Let's throw away these spades. Not a lot of spades to throw away, to be honest. All right. Now I have the world to make more spades. Let's get rid of the ace of diamonds. Let's make some more spades here with the world. And then ship it with the flush. The boss says base chips and molt are halved. Luckily we have the extra molt from the dagger. We have the extra chips from the castle. Alright, we can pick up a business card here, pick up another Jupiter card. Standard pack gives us another king of spades if I want it. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Because it's king of spades specifically, I'm thinking, maybe I can make a flush house now. Alright, we could get a death card, we could get 20 bucks here. Death would allow me with this king instead. I could choose either steel or gold. Let's make gold king and then remove hearts. So do I want another gold king or do I want 20 bucks here? I think the blue gold king is better than the 20 bucks. That's not always true, but currently it's only round 8, it's early on. Do I want this tarot merchant voucher? So, maybe one consideration is like, if I have plenty of plus molt from the dagger, plus chips from the castle, then maybe I don't need jokers as much. Maybe I could take the tarot merchant. If the plan is to make flush houses, having the extra tarot cards could be useful for that. I do lose a little bit of interest here if I go down to 18 bucks, but the trading card takes us back up to 21. Do I want the business card here if I'm playing all of these face cards, these spades? Let's take the additional money generator. If we have enough molt coming from the dagger, then we have all this extra money perhaps. Castle says discard hearts, so we can discard that one. And then let's discard our spades. Okay, yeah, we drew the purple seal. In that position, I don't think it's worth it to like play a hand, and I don't think it's worth it to save a discard because the chance of drawing the purple seal is not very high. Though, of course, it looks awkward here that we drew it. So playing a pair gets us 800. Let's try again for the flush, or we can play, you know, here play the flush that we have. We're not going to get any Jupiter cards. Let's go for one more spades, and then I'll play one of the kings. Or we just draw all spades. I mean, that also seems like a good deal to me. I can play one additional king here, because I only have, you know, 2 slots here, and then we'll get the business card value. Perfect. Okay, Saturn, Uranus. We could pick up an acrobat here. I don't think, you know, this is good for what we're doing here as far as, like, you know, getting X-Mult. You know, I don't want to play out all my hands. I want to save my hands so that I can, you know, get money that way. But what we can do is we can pick it up for later, perhaps. All right, we can do, let's go Arcana pack. Make more spades or get some bonus cards. I think I'm gonna make these spades here. So king and queen are perfect. We also get the blue, or sorry, we get the purple 5. Now we've got, you know, we can make the flush house with kings and queens here. Let's try the spectral pack, looking for immolate. Maybe cryptid is not bad on this king here. It's not our best card, but it's a pretty good card. And then maybe now we can do, instead of just flushes, we could do flush 5s, we could do flush houses. You know, we got some more flexibility there. We'll buy the reroll surplus in the next shop. And, okay, then maybe we move the acrobat so it doesn't get deleted here. So we go next. All right. Castle says spades again. Of course, now that we have more spades in the deck, then Castle is more likely to hit spades. So let's get rid of an ace. And are we in the position where we want to start going for the flush house, or we want to start going for the flush 5? Maybe let's give that a try. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard the spades, just like the castle says here. Fool gives me world. I can convert extra kings and jacks and possibly a 10 here for the flush house. Instead of discarding here, I'm actually just going to play the pair. Okay, so that's 2,000 points. Then let's discard here, or let's see here. If I get another jack or another queen, I'm going to go for the kings because it's easier to draw them. Okay, we do get the jack there. It's a little bit awkward. Okay, so now I have the flush house in hand. Actually, if I do this, I can use the world card on these 5s, which is not bad because I have, you know, the purple 5 anyway. Then I can get the, you know, series cards from the blue seals. Nice. Cool. So erosion, since we added a few cards to the deck with cryptid, so erosion's not good here, but generally very good, and then also very good with trading card. We can get luchador, we can get blue joker here as a source of chips. Maybe what we do is we pick up erosion, that way we have a sacrifice for the dagger. We can open this celestial pack, maybe pick up another Jupiter card, Arcana pack. Maybe we're supposed to open the Arcana pack first in case it has a Fool to copy the series card that we just used. We can decide, do I want to turn these jacks into queens? Makes it easier for me to get my flush house, like a lot easier for me to get my flush house. Or do I get the 20 bucks here? I'm going to take the money. I think with the trading card, as far as like deck manipulation, we'll be fine. We can afford the reroll surplus here. So I don't have to buy something here if I'm going to reroll anyway. We could pick up rebate as like another source of money. And also hack. I think hack is not what we're doing here. Superposition, we only have 2 aces in the deck. So I think we take the rebate here, and we've got a little bit more money for re-rolling. Clown is also good. Chariot, we can make steel cards. Steel cards are good when you have high level hands. Of course, our flush is level 12 flush is equal to a level 3 flush house here. Actually, level 3 flush house is better chips wise, I guess slightly worse mult wise. So, you know, with just the 2 planet cards compared to 11 planet cards. I really want the clown. Clown is pretty good, and it's even better when you have more money. So we don't need this castle. We don't need this business card. Let's get rid of the business card, pick up the clown here, that way we get the free roll. We've got hologram. Hologram is very powerful, you know, scaling X mult. It is early, you know, we're halfway through here. We got 4 more antes. We can grow the hologram by taking standard packs. Also, you know, the drawback of adding cards to your deck, we can like mitigate that by using the trading card. Alright, I think what I want to do, let's just go next. Alright, so let's discard hearts. We want to remove hearts from the deck. Alright, these kings, I'd like to try to make my flush house again. So we keep the 5s because we have extra 5s. We want to try to discard 3s. So maybe I'll play this. Looking for, there's the flush house already. Maybe what we can do is we could try to draw another king, and then we get a planet card. So now a series card is worth using all of our hands. And maybe we also get an extra 3 to discard for the rebate. All right, let me try one more time. Pick up an extra 5 here, so that works as well. Okay, with one of these kings, we can make Derek here, and then play the flush house. So Dagger currently giving us plus 28 mult. That's like the same as our flush house here. If we do have the steel card brings us up to, you know, 30. And so 30 plus another 30, currently the Dagger is acting like a ×2. We've only grown the Dagger starting in Ante 3 until now, so we've only had it for like 5 rounds. We've been growing the Dagger. Alright, we can open up the standard pack. Standard pack gives us a foil card. I think we skip. And let's try the buffoon pack. Okay, we can pick up a baseball card here as like another X-Mult Joker. Yeah, that's great. You know, we got the uncommon trading card. We got the uncommon Dagger here. Let's re-roll. Fool gives me another series card. Sure. There's, you know, some consideration for holding on to the Fool, but because we have so many blue seals, you know, maybe we use it now. That way we have our consumable slots are empty in case we get a, in case we get a series card from our blue seals. Alright, we could pick up Michelle here. We would have to give up some kind of money generator. Maybe the rebate didn't do its best work there. We do have, I guess we still have like kind of a mix of ranks here. So maybe what we do is we can get rid of the clown, and then that way we can pick up Michelle here and then go next. Alright, now I want to keep discarding, let's say, okay, face cards are going to be face down. And so if I sort by suit here, I can see, you know, these are all spades, which means, you know, there's a good chance that there's my flush house under the hood here. Maybe like these are going to be my kings here. Let's do that. I'm going to discard like this. I'm going to try to find the 5s. Okay, so more, you know, face down face cards here. Okay, so if those are 2 kings, then that means these 3 are all kings. Okay. I want to get a 5. I know I have 3 kings face down. There's the 5. So let's play the 5. Here is the flush house. Of course, we lose a little bit of value there with the face down cards, but at least we don't lose. Alright, next we can pick up a spaceman. I mean, it is another uncommon, you know, for the baseball card here. Let's try the buffoon packs first, just in case. Okay, Faceless Joker, Popcorn. You know, maybe Faceless Joker could be one of these sacrifices here. Or probably we'll end up selling it. We could pick up Northern Lion here. Of course, Northern Lion is really good with the Dagger. You build up value on the egg. So let's sell the Faceless Joker, pick up Northern Lion here. We can buy Overstock Plus now. And then that way we have it ready for the next shop. I do like Shortcut, but it seems to be we've gone in a different direction this time. We could keep leveling up our flushes. I don't think that's necessary at this point. The boss says all hearts debuffed. I don't think that's going to be an issue. Let's just go next. All right, let's delete the non-spades. Okay, if I discard the 5, I can go for queens and kings. Let's try that. Get some lucky cards. Yeah, so queens and possibly kings. Now, are there any cards that I want to discard specifically? No, I don't have any blue seal, or I don't have any purple seals anymore, so let's just discard normally. And let's dig. All right, we've got plus 40 on the Dagger now after 2 antes. I'm looking for a queen, which is not as common as the kings, but there we go. I do have several extra blue seals in the deck, so let's keep digging. You know, it's worth spending like $2 or $3 here to dig for the extra seal. All right, we can make, I think with the lucky cards, we'll go lucky kings or lucky queens. Let's go lucky kings. We could play the flush 5, but I'm going to keep going with flush houses. I think are a little bit more fun. You know, just as a little bit more interesting rather than drawing all of the same card. Alright, let's pick up this Celestial pack. We could get series. Okay, we could pick up the Chad here if we want. Chad for lucky cards is kind of fun. Or, you know, it is just a common, so we can always sacrifice it to the Dagger here. I think we want to... Let's buy this Arcana pack. Okay, Hangman or Hermit for money or copy a card. I think it's worth it here to copy Derek here. Get another blue card. Or do we do the card removal? I think we have enough blue seals. I think we have enough kings. I think we just go for the card removal, and then that's going to make us more consistent. And yeah, let's go ahead and pick up the Chad. That way Michelle doesn't get sacrificed here. We can pick up a gold card and then go next. All right, we've got the queen here. I have 4 queens and I have technically 3 5s if I'm not counting the purple one. So let's discard looking for, what? Wait, I already have the 2 5s. Let's look for our kings now. Let's save one of our discards just in case we draw the purple seal. There we go, there's the purple seal. Hierophant is fine. Let's dig for more kings. Alright, so the 5s can become bonus cards. The king will become gold. So, you know, right now I'm going to play the flush house, and like short term, we maybe want a gold 9, but in the future, maybe I want the kings to be gold. I'll play the gold 9. This 9 in the future will always get discarded, but I'll take the $3 here. Okay, let's try the Celestial packs. Celestial pack, I guess I'll take Earth for my full houses. Looking for series mostly, now level 11. We could pick up Walkie Talkie, we could pick up the Spaceman. Maybe the Spaceman gives us a level up. Yeah, let's try the Spaceman and then go next. Alright, we can delete a 7 here, and we have the queens and kings already. Now we're just looking for more kings. Alright, so yeah, currently I have enough where if we play these, then we get the 2 blue seals. Alright, let's try to get the level up here. Ah, silly Spaceman. Plus 54 on the Dagger. Alright, let's check out our hand. So our most played hand is high card. So if you pick up the Telescope, the Celestial pack would give us plutonium, which is not exactly what we want. We could pick up Mars here. We could pick up the Arrowhead. 250 chips when we play 5 spades is like very powerful. Incredible. Also, you know, good combination with the Dagger here, plus Molten and plus chips here. So yeah, maybe we pick up the Arrowhead, and I'll try the standard pack, but I don't have high hopes necessarily. We have the money, so we might as well try it. I could pick up a Hierophant for more bonus cards. I don't think that's necessary. So we'll just keep saving our money. That way we can keep buying sacrifices for the Dagger. Alright, we can discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot to discard for the trading card. That's unfortunate. Let's dig for... maybe we get the purple seal. Purple or blue. Level up our high card. Okay. So throw away the queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure we put the lucky card first. Alright, so, you know, here we're in the position where we've got level 15 flush houses giving us 70 chips. If we have Derek, you know, that brings us up to like 100 chips, or sorry, 100 molt. Dagger is 50 on top of that, so currently Dagger is like plus 50%, so times 1.5 is the same as plus 50%. And so you could think about, maybe we don't want to sacrifice things to the Dagger anymore, maybe we want to pivot off of the Dagger, and that's kind of the same with any of the scaling jokers. And I think, you know, with the common scaling jokers, you pivot off of them earlier. With the uncommon scaling jokers, possibly they survive into your final 5, but also, you know, very likely you pivot off of them too. And so, you know, for things like Square Joker, you pivot off of it earlier because it's a common, and that's what you do with commons, is you pivot off of them pretty early. Yeah, so maybe we, you know, don't want to sacrifice things to the Dagger anymore and pivot off of it. How much does Supernova? Gives me plus 30 molt for a high card, but not very much for my flush houses. I don't think I want any of these. We can buy Pluto here, I guess. That one doesn't really matter. Maybe I could get a red seal, that'd be cool. Purple seal, how do we feel about that? Probably good enough. And let's go next. Alright, let's not forget our trading card. Looking for queens or fives. We do get the purple seal here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and discard it. Spin the wheel. Okay, so I need to get my queens. I probably don't need this many kings, knowing that I have extra kings in the deck. There, we got the queens. Let's go for one more king. Or another queen also works. So we'll play Derek here, and that way we keep the gold cards for the money. Yeah, how about we can pick up to the moon for even more money. What about a buffoon pack? A little bit late for the rocket. We could pick up parking. I guess between the two of these, maybe parking is better. You know, we hold all the kings in hand and we try to get money that way. I think we can also pick up shoot the moon here and try a celestial pack. All right, so now maybe pick up series and go next. Clubs are debuffed, so discard first for the trading card. I'm gonna discard the 5. Or sorry, I'm gonna keep the 5. Maybe? Or maybe we go for queens is easier. We should go for queens. So let's... I have one more... Actually, I'm out of purple seals, right? So let's just discard. And now let's dig for those queens, right? So we'll get the money. Wow, that was a lot of activations on the parking. Nice, I'm not going to complain about that. All right, plus 68 on the dagger. We can go, we can make another gold card here. So it's kind of the same situation with the 9, right? Where if you turn the 9 into gold, the 9 always gets discarded. If I turn this 3 into gold, it'll always get discarded. But maybe that's okay. All right, we play these kings. That way we get the gold here. We sell the lovers. All right, we're good now. All right, photograph is particularly good. All right, because we now have, you know, high base molt is 90 on our flush houses, so photograph is plus 90 molt compared to the dagger is plus 68 here. And so this is kind of what I was talking about. I was talking about, you know, with the scaling jokers, you buy them early just in case, right? So you're investing in failure. You're investing in what happens if I don't get the good stuff later? What happens if I don't get the X molt later? What do I want to have instead? Well, a large source of plus molt could be the answer. It's like plus 68 molt here. You know, let's say we didn't have the high level flush houses. Let's say we just had flushes. You know, plus 68 here on a flush is actually pretty good. And then better than the photograph. Just for like me personally, my play style is I'm able to generate enough resources, I'm able to have enough money in the end game that I can always re-roll to find whatever I'm looking for. And if I always find what I'm going to look for anyway, then I don't need any scaling jokers to protect me against that, right? Like if scaling jokers are the protection against not finding the good stuff, well, I just find the good stuff by having the resources to spend. You know, it's not so much a matter of getting lucky. It's a matter of like, one, lowering your expectations, like what qualifies as the good stuff. And like photograph that's the good right there. All right, what about popcorn, drunkard? Yeah, maybe an extra discard wouldn't be terrible here. That's okay, I don't think we need any of this. We have reroll money. We could take a hermit and get even more reroll money. Having extra hand size is kind of like having extra money. We do have the seed money voucher now, and so, you know, To the Moon is gonna give us 10 bucks per round instead of just 5 bucks per round. Yeah, maybe we reroll once. Pick up the Hangman here is pretty huge. Do I need more lucky cards? I don't need them, but I could pick them up. We could also, with the obelisk here, so our most played hand is high card. We could pivot with the obelisk, and then maybe we can play pairs as a way of leveling it up. Maybe we do that. Maybe, you know, instead of the parking, we pick up the obelisk here. And save the money because of the, what is it? Sorry, we got the seed money, right? We could pick up a negative tag here. Generally speaking, I'm not interested in doing that. You know, we get so much value from the trading card, and then also To the Moon giving us 10 bucks, you know, chances to scale the obelisk here. All right, I think what we want to do is first we use the Hangman, then we discard 1 for the trading card. That way we redraw 3 cards. I think what I want to do is I want to play the pair of aces. So I'm trying to avoid high card now. So save my discards. Yeah, what do we want to do in this position? How can I grow the obelisk? Maybe what we do is we play a pair of kings. We can play 3 10s. That's great. We can play another pair of kings. And then now we can discard. So let's discard. We just need to find a king, but I want to try to find as many kings as I can. We pick up Derek here, and we've got the gold king as well. Stone card. Yeah, maybe I'll make a stone 3. Let's make these lucky queens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay, so we've got, you know, times 2 on the obelisk after just 1 round. This is how quickly the obelisk grows, right? We didn't have to do anything special. We didn't have to do any work to set this up. You just find the obelisk, and then the obelisk is just good out of the box. All right, we can pick up Jupiter here in the Celestial Pack, but I'm looking for Ceres. I guess I'll take another Jupiter. Okay, I could use the world to make more spades. Then I can also, you know, instead of trying to play pairs, I could play flushes for the obelisk. We could pick up the Hierophant, we said is unnecessary. I could pick up the Seltzer, is like a pretty good combo with the photograph, right? We do have maybe, you know, enough time here. I guess the Seltzer is bad with the obelisk, right? Because we're playing extra hands here. So maybe I'll re-roll. I forgot about the seed money. So we could pick up the ramen as like another solid source of X molt. I think I'll do that. And then go next. All right, we can delete a 4. It'll shrink our ramen a little bit, but it'll be fine. All right, I have the queens here. Do I want to play the pair of kings? Yeah, let's do it. That way we can grow the obelisk. Alright, we have a stone card here. The stone card might take us over the edge. That might be worth too many points. Maybe if I play a flush, it'll be worth too many points as well. Discard. Jack. If I play these kings, I don't think that's too many points wise. Okay, if I play the pair of fives, now that is too many points. Maybe we keep the fives. We play the kings. Keep the fives for the flush house. Maybe we try to draw another set of kings here. Okay, we can play safely a pair of nines. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the flush house. And then now times 3 on the obelisk after just 2 rounds. All right, we can pick up the Baron here to go with all of our kings. That sounds like a great deal to me. We can pick up, yeah, does a standard pack give me a purple seal? Generally, I'm interested in those. Is it too late for the purple seal? I don't think it's too late. Nah. We're in the end game now. We only have like 4 rounds left or whatever it is. Alright, so the boss says previously played are debuffed. So we did play a few kings. Maybe some kings could be debuffed. That could be problematic for us. You know, to combo with the Baron here, we could pick up the bean. Maybe if I want to do the bean, maybe we get rid of the ramen. So again here, the situation of like, if I need the X-Molt, like the solid X-Molt, then of course ramen is a great choice. If I don't need it, what I can do is like use the bean to get more value for a couple rounds, and then in the future, re-roll for the X-Molt. So I'm like betting on being able to get it in the future. And that's kind of what I'm doing with the trading card as well. Like I'm using it right now for value, and then I'm betting on in the future I'll be able to replace it with something. So maybe, you know, we can drop the ramen here to pick up the bean. Having the extra hand size means extra money. It means getting, you know, extra blue seals. It means more easily being able to do the obelisk, you know, being able to play the pairs for the obelisk. So let's re-roll for tarot cards now. Acrobat is good too, you know, for a final hand. We only need 1 hand to score. So again here, you know, if you need like a solid source of X-Molt to survive, this would be a safe bet, and then you have the technology that you need to win. I'm counting on being able to get something at least equal, not necessarily better, but at least equal in the future. I don't think we need to worry about it. We could pick up, we could sock my buskin here with the kings, or maybe we play the queens, you know, their face cards. I could turn them into glass as well. We've got rebate on 4s. I think we don't do this. I think we don't sock my buskin here. I think we just do the held in hand kings is fine. If we had a photograph, it'd be pretty good with sock my buskin. All right, so all my kings are disabled, I believe. Actually, just straight up, all my kings are disabled. So, you know, not getting a lot of turtle bean value here, but that's okay. I'm gonna discard the 10 to delete it. Maybe we discard the 4 instead. I think what I want to do is just discard all the debuffed cards, right? So all these debuff cards, there's no sense in holding on to them except for maybe the 5, you know, we can use it to play our flush house, but these kings I can throw away. Do I want to make a glass card? Maybe a glass. If I do use the justice card, it'll remove the debuff, and so maybe what I want to do is make a glass queen, and then discard here. All right, what do I want to turn into spades, you know, with the world card? Maybe I want to do a king, a jack, maybe my 10s. So maybe I'll keep the 10s. Maybe a 5. I don't have any more 5s. Maybe the purple seal I want to turn into spades. So I'll keep the 10s. We're gonna throw the jacks. Spin the wheel. Okay, so we got the 10s here. We don't need 2, 4, 8 here. I don't need these debuffed kings. We are digging for the purple seal now. Okay, so 10, 10 jack, I said, or a king, 10, 10 king. 6, 9 we can keep, 10 we can throw. Kings we can throw. That's a flush. Maybe the flush is worth too many points. Let's play this. 3 of a kind kings. All right, at some point we'll get the, what is it? At some point we'll get the purple seal. All right, how about play the 10 here? So kings and 10s, I said. This jack we throw away. These 5s we could throw away. Where's my purple seals in the bottom 4? Bummer. Okay, well, let's discard 5. There's the purple seal, so if I want, I can play the lucky kings. I could play the glass queen if I want. Maybe we don't play the glass one. Maybe we save the glass card for the final boss. Okay, Michelle came back. Didn't get a glow up this time. We could pick up Midas Mask and make a bunch of gold face cards rather than lucky cards. And then with the bean, we'll get a lot of extra value. We could pick up the Ancient Joker here. It's currently on clubs, but we have a couple rounds where it could switch. You know what you could do with the Ancient Joker is if it switches to spades, then you skip to the final boss. All right, we have a death card here, so I think what I want to do is make another king. Seems pretty easy. All right, do I want Midas Mask, or let's hold on to the Ancient Joker and see what he says. We could do a little bit of re-rolling here. We could pick up the cat, we could pick up Rebate, we could pick up Priestess. No series cards. Let's just go next. Handy tag gives us plus 77 bucks. Let's delete an ace for the trading card. And then discard the purple seal. Okay, with the chariot here, we could make another copy of Derek here. Then I want to get that purple seal. So let's play these 10s and then keep the queens. Okay, so we throw away the purple seal here. We're looking for queens to draw. Maybe I don't need these extra kings. Death card. Okay, would we rather have the money or the steel? Maybe it's late enough that we get an extra copy of Derek here rather than the money. You know, we are in ante 8. I'm still looking for my queens in order to complete the flush house. Maybe what we do is we play the kings, the lucky kings, for a little bit of money here. All right, we got the queens. Is there anything else I want to dig for? I have another gold card if I want, but I think we just play it like this. All right, Ancient Joker switches to hearts. You know, another thing we could do is we could just pick up 2 sun cards and we could just make hearts on demand. We could pick up the Chad, you know, in the final round here if we have the, you know, glass card with the Chad is pretty good. So yeah, how about we pick up this standard pack? Standard pack, I don't know, I don't need that. Most standard packs I don't need, but I have the money anyway, so we might as well. I think I'm gonna re-roll before opening the Arcana pack in case we get some tarot cards that we wanna buy. Okay, Card Sharp as another source of X Molt. Though, you know, a little bit challenging to play 2 flush houses. We definitely have the technology, we have the deck that can support it. We could get Senor Huesos. There's the Photograph combo with the Chad. Maybe now, you know, we tried the Ancient Joker, maybe we don't need the Ancient Joker, we pick up the Photograph here. And I can afford one more reroll. Ah, we get the Mime. The Mime combos with, you know, all of our, you know, we've got Derek here with the steel, we've got the gold cards, so this gives me money. A little bit awkward, you know, with the Bean here is gonna go away on us. So maybe what we do is, since the Bean is going away anyway, we just sell the Bean, pick up the Mime here. Maybe you're supposed to open the Arcana pack first because the Bean gives us the extra hand size. But I think it's going to be okay. I think what I want to do is remove this 9 and this Ace are not really doing anything for me, and then I can use the Fool to get another Hangman for the next round. And then go next. Alright, let's get rid of this 10. Maybe before I get rid of the 10, I use the Hangman on the 8 and the 6 here I'm not using. Alright, I have the jacks, I have the flush house. Do I want to try to dig for my purple seals? We got a pretty good chance of hitting the purple seals. So maybe we play our pair. Maybe we play the pair of jacks. Yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of, you know, queens in the deck to make our flush house. Maybe we can play 3 kings here. We do have the glass queen. I'm going to discard the glass queen. Okay. So, I guess we can discard like this. I still want that purple seal. How many kings do I have left? I got one more king left in the deck. I guess play the stone. Not having the extra hand size is a little bit stinky. That's okay, we get the gold cards anyway. We now have plus 100 molt from the Dagger. Okay, Temperance gives us 10 bucks. Sure, why not? Yeah, how about Blue Seal here? Nope, too late for Blue Seal, right? Let's re-roll for some more jokers for our Arcana pack. We could pick up the Bean here. Nice. Yeah, what other kind of stuff can we get an extra discard? Yeah, maybe extra discard helps me. I guess I don't need the discard if I have the Bean, right? We could pick up the Idol for the 5 of spades, so we can make our flush house like 3 5s and then a bunch of kings. Like that could be pretty good. Maybe we don't need this trading card anymore. If we pick up the Idol here, maybe what we could do, another series card here. We could pick up the Steel Jokers times 1.6. What about a Death card? Rebate here. What about Jupiter? Hermit? Sure. Let's try this Arcana pack now. Alright, we can make another Steel card to go with, we've got the Mime, we've got the Bean here, so we can go, you know, make a Steel King here. Yeah, do I want more glass cards? Right, I have the 1 queen. Do I want to make a 2nd king? Do I want to make more 5s? Maybe what I want to do is I want to make another glass queen. You know, that way I can play 2 queens and then my 5s, and then that'll be my winning hand. Like, that seems pretty good. And then we can make Derek here, like I said, you know, another steel card for the mime. What else? Maybe we can, you know, pick up Judgment here. We can, again, you know, Northern Lion is a great combo with the Dagger, so maybe we don't need the photograph anymore. We can pick this up, and we can go next. We have a little bit more money here. Swashbuckler, also a combo with the egg here. Let's go next. All right, our Dagger is disabled, so we should try to play a different hand here. We can go, let's see here. I'm looking for my 5s because I got the idol on 5s. I want to do 5s and queens, right? That's the move. So there's 2 5s. I'm looking for an extra 5. I don't need this queen because I have the I have the glass queen. I don't need these kings here. All right, there's 2 purple seals, so we can use Judgment here. We can pick up Parking for some money. It was a little bit late for the money, to be honest. All right, we could get the Lovers for a wild card. We could get Empress. Maybe Empress on these 5s. That doesn't really matter. You know, here I have my base is 100, you know, before I get the multiplication from the idol here. So I think, yeah, Empress doesn't matter here. Still going for that glass card. So maybe let's play some of these. I'm just gonna play the pair here. Cool, now we've got our Dagger is unlocked now. Which means if we want, we can play these. Still looking for that. Okay, there's only 2 cards left in the deck, so we'll just play high card here, and then that'll make sure that we get our queen. Cool, now that we've, you know, drawn all our cards, we don't need, let's see here. Dagger getting disabled again, so let's play another hand here. Egg getting disabled, I don't really care about. We could play another hand. Parking getting disabled, I don't care about either. All right, let's play the queens here. We can make one of these 5s. We get the +4 here. All right, plus 100 mult on the Dagger. Here we go. An easy 23 million points there. Anyway, this is how I personally, this is how I use the Dagger. Some things to keep in mind is early on, you don't want to spend, you know, random jokers into the Dagger. Pick up an early joker that's going to help you score even when the Dagger isn't, and then don't sacrifice it. So start with, you know, in the collection, the page 1 jokers, like Droll Joker plus 10 mult to flushes, Crazy Joker, you know, plus 12 mult to straights, you know, those types of things. So start with, you know, whatever kind of early joker. Think of the Dagger as like a value generator, money generator, right? You want to have some other way of scoring early. Then in the mid game, then you can start scaling it up. And when you do start scaling up, you should be thinking about maybe don't invest too much into it because you'll be able to replace it later, but sometimes you're not able to replace it later. And so that's going to depend on a little bit on play style. It's going to be, you know, different depending on if you're playing on the low stakes or the high stakes. If you're playing on the new orange stake that gives you the perishable jokers. Perishable jokers you can feed into the Dagger. I think generally the pants are still better than the Dagger because the Dagger of course takes up an extra joker slot, so you have room for your sacrifices. But in general, the way that the scaling jokers work, whether they're common or uncommon, the scaling jokers protect you against low rolling in the future. If you don't find X multi replacements in the future, if you don't find, you know, enough planet cards in the future, if you don't find enough tarot cards for any card enhancements in the future, wait, I said that already, X multi from jokers in the future, if you don't find all those things, then having invested the time and invested the extra hands into your scalers can be worth it, can protect you from disaster, even if they're not always going to win the game on their own. And like, you wouldn't want a joker to win the game on its own, right? That would be bad balance wise. That wouldn't be very interesting. All right, take care everyone.